Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Jennifer Seiter, and I am a coach for ex-boyfriend recovery, and I'm also Chris's wife. Today, I'm going to teach you about how you can tell if your ex is moving on. If you are really concerned that your ex is moving on, I highly recommend that you jump over to Ex-Boyfriend Recovery to take our Ex Recovery Chances quiz. Everyone's situation is really unique, and you may feel like your ex is moving on or he's showing the signs, but in all reality, he might not be. So go head over and take that quiz to find out your chances. One of the signs that he may be over you is if it's been a long time since the breakup. So a long time would be 6 months plus. That doesn't mean that you won't get him back if it's been like a year. I've had multiple clients that have gotten back with their exes and they've been broken up for even 5 years. So it's just a small indication that he could be over you. But it doesn't mean that you definitely won't get him back. Another indication that he could be over you is if he hasn't contacted you. If he's not responsive and he's pulling a no contact on you, he could be over you, but he could also be using our program. So it could be that, or he could be just still upset about the breakup. I see it all the time where a guy won't contact their ex or a girl won't contact her ex and they end up getting back together months later. So don't rely on it so much. It's not 100% he's over you, it's just one of the indications that he could be. The third indication that they may be over you is if they're dating someone new. So if your ex has started dating someone and it's been longer than 6 months, that's pushing into more of a serious relationship. I have seen rebounds last up to a year, but usually the 6-month mark is when the relationship may be getting more serious and it's no longer a rebound, and that would be a good indication that he may be over you. If your ex is no longer jealous when they used to be, then that could be a sign that they're over you. I'd recommend using a lot of the tactics that Chris has written about in Ex-Boyfriend Recovery Pro. There are some amazing tactics in there. They're all very subtle and he won't even know you're doing them, but if he's not responding to them, it's a possibility he could be over you. Or it could just be he's not a jealous person. If you notice your ex isn't reacting to any of the flirting tactics or any of the jealousy tactics that you've been using, then that could be a sign that he or she is over you. But if you haven't used the tactics that are in Chris's book, I highly recommend them. They're so subtle and it should elicit a response. But if it doesn't, then it is a possibility that your ex has moved on, or they're just not affected by jealousy. They may not be a jealous person. You would know that from the relation prior to the breakup. The last sign is if your ex is acting indifferent and if the texting has become cold. So if you're texting and you're being all sweet and bubbly and you have a lot of good stories to tell your ex and they aren't reciprocating, that could be a sign that they're moving on, or they could be really busy. It's really hard to tell the difference. If it's ongoing for months at a time and you've been trying really hard and they're giving you nothing back, then that could be an indication that they're moving on. But what I recommend is that you really just focus on yourself and not worry about any of these signs, because I have seen every single one of these situations work out. It is hard to have the foresight that things could work out when you see things going negatively, but I promise I've seen every single situation work out on this list. Thanks for coming by and watching my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe below, and I will see you next time.